As I recall, you were on TV somewhere in that stretch of 6 years at one of the stations?
Yeah, I was. That was when, for me, at that point in my career, was the big time. I got to go to Asheville, the
Right.
key of the metro, and I was on AM, FM, and TV. I started with this wacky idea for a radio show I called the Royal Flying Doctor, and the FM part of this simulcast on the AM, FM covered 6 states in the Southeast.
Wow.
They had huge
Wow.
antenna height and
Yeah.
grandfathered in with some power on top of this huge antenna height. And yeah, in fact, as the Royal Flying Doctor, I had fan clubs in 6 different states. Pretty amazing,
Wow.
right? And
Wow.
it went over
Wait,
really
wait, wait, wait,
well.
wait.
So
How old were you then? Would you say?
that I had already been to University of North Carolina, and I had come out. So let's see, that would have been. Oh, I was
So you're
about
in your
20.
20s.
I was
Yeah.
in my
Okay.
low
So
20s.
yeah.
Low
Okay. I mean,
20s.
from when you started, I thought, geez, maybe you're like you got fan clubs in 6 states and you're like 17 or something. But okay, got it. Okay. Sorry, I
Not
didn't mean
quite,
to,
but
didn't mean to
almost,
interrupt.
almost. So the general manager of the TV station approached the radio manager and said, see if this guy, how he looks on camera down here. Well, I didn't look great, but I didn't look horrible. And I had black hair, which was kind of cool at the time. I haven't had that in a long time. So they recorded a thing where, much like Superman of back in the day, I flew in over the aerial view of Asheville, North Carolina, with a cape and landed in front of the TV station. Actually, I jumped off a ladder into the shot, right? But I did
Yeah.
a Royal Flying Doctor dance party show on Channel 13 in Asheville. And
Wow.
interestingly, the radio market was, if I recall, the 115th largest radio market. But for TV, it was the 43rd largest market because it was
Wow.
Asheville, Greenville, Spartanburg, which was a decent sized market. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I did a dance party show where we had high school students come in from 3 or 4 different states from various high schools and would dance. And I'd play a new song, an old song, and some current songs. And that was about it. Introduced it a la Dick Clark style. I was basically an MC, and unlike Dick Clark, I didn't have a podium looking set up in the studio. I was standing there. And back in the day, of course, I wore a suit and tie, even
Right.
for a high school audience kind of show. So, yeah, that's how that worked.